Well, another draw for Bristol City, not what they would have wanted going to Derby County, a side who, of course, were recently in League One, but it does maintain their unbeaten start to the Championship season, something that they would have certainly taken at the start of the campaign, albeit it's 2 draws and 1 win, but of course that 1 win was emphatic away at Sheffield United. So how do we assess this game in itself? Well, Bristol City went ahead through Scott Twine and looked to be good for another win, another away win, but then a late Carlton Morris equaliser for Derby County secured them a point on the evening and taking 2 points away from Bristol City. So that's the frustration from Gerhard Struber's point of view, the fact that they weren't able to see out the game and the fact that they've gone to Sheffield United and Bramall Lane and won emphatically, and then they were only able to score the 1 goal against Derby, and ultimately it wasn't enough to win them the match. So frustration there, but again, I think he'll be positive in the sense that they're just a hard side to beat at the moment, and they're putting themselves into positions where they can win games. Ultimately didn't come up on this occasion, but they're not really conceding many goals. They're not really being subject to lots of sustained pressure, and ultimately they look a hard side to beat. It's just they need a bit more of that killer instinct. They showed it against Sheffield United, but they didn't do it against Charlton and didn't do it enough against Derby County. So things to work on there, but they do remain unbeaten. 5 points after 3 games. Let's hear from Struber now to hear what he had to say.
It's at the moment not easy to describe my feeling. So my boys perform on a very good level today. We controlled here away against a very, very difficult team in a very good direction. So in the end, we had only one moment where we was a little bit out of our concept, and then they use it, but overall I'm happy with many things, how we perform, how was the togetherness, the teamwork. I can see many good moments from the boys. I feel a little bit sorry for them today.
Did you feel like they grew into that game after the opening 10 or so minutes where Derby had a lot of the ball?
Yeah, of course, but this was the plan today, that we give them in the end not much space, and it was great in the first duels, it was great in the second balls, and of course we have in the first half, I would say, many good position moments against them also, and especially our goal was an overstatement in this direction, how we drag players outside, how we create the space for Twine, and how Twine exploit the space in this way. So this was a very good moment. Yeah. Overall, only 1 point.
And Twine's had an unbelievable start to the season, hasn't he? But how pleased were you as well from the ball from Sykesy bringing him in today?
Yes, I think was great. It was great. This is technical power. This is a quality. But I like also how Twine works backwards. How Twine is not only rely on his talent. He is also ready for many meters, for sprinting, for 2 versus 1 moments. So in more directions. But I cannot only speak about Twine. My whole team, especially up front. One more time, our captain Jason Knight was in a great direction on the way. I think so we deserved more today. Yeah. Also we improve about the game like that, and this makes us stronger.
How disappointing was the goal, just because it was late, and also Radek making a brilliant save in the first place?
Yes, we did many things, I would say, over the whole game right, and this was one moment. I think we had a little bit a domino effect in I would say in sleeping moments. So it was a domino effect. What only Radek was ready. Yeah, but only one moment, and so this changed the situation.
And just lastly, you saw the connection between the players at the end there with the supporters. They saw that they gave everything as well.
Yes, of course. I think supporters know it, that we let everything on the field. We had a big effort today, and but it was also the support really great. So many supporters from Bristol, they support us. It's crazy nice, crazy good to realize that we have behind us so a big fan base.